Welcome to Thoughts of Color. Now, something's strange going on here because what I'm seeing all these comedians. Well, actually, let me start by saying this. I see a lot of white comedians starting to use the N-word. That's right. White comedians in their act are using the N-word. Now, it's all in the sake of comedy. I can see it to an extent. But on the other hand, what I see these black comedians, they are afraid. They are afraid to say the word cracker. I mean, they'll say the N-word so much, hundreds of times. But when they talk about white people, all they say is a white person. I never hear redneck or crackers. You know why? Because these comedians are gutless. They are afraid to tick off white society. Now, once again, it's all done in comedy. Now, why can I sit in a movie theater and hear the N-word and hear it in a joking manner, and I'm supposed to laugh, but yet these comedians, these black comedians, they're all afraid to use the word cracker, redneck, honky. They just don't do it because they're gutless. And they'll say the N-word 100 times. These black comedians have gotten so gutless, they used to make gay jokes. Now they fear making gay jokes. They fear saying the word faggot. And once again, I've gone to these shows and I've looked around and I've seen a good amount of white people, but mostly they're black. And I've gone to these comedy shows where the white comedians are there. Most of the audience members are white, but you do have some black people. But once again, these comedians have been gutless, especially Katt Williams and Eddie Griffith. Not Andy Griffith, Eddie. They have become gutless. They'll sit there and say the N-word hundreds of times. But when it comes to making a white joke, it's like, oh, well, these white people. Why? Where's your guts? Where's your guts? You don't want to tick them off? I'm not irate over this. Paul Mooney. And how about Tracy Morgan? When he said making gay jokes, he practically got fired from the show, from one of those TV shows he was on. And it was in an uproar. And he's afraid. He is afraid to make another gay joke. Isn't he? These people are gutless. Even Dave Chappelle. But one thing I will say about Dave Chappelle, he will make some white jokes. I don't know, I've never heard him say the cracker, but he will make some white jokes. These other individuals are spineless. Mr. Katt Williams, thinking he's all bad and cool. Doesn't have the guts to do it. Just more thoughts of color.